In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a seamless repeating pattern from one doodle in Procreate, even if you've never designed one before. No theory, no setup. Let's get started together. I've created a grid here in Procreate at 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels at 300 dpi. First, I'm going to come up and tap on my wrench icon, turn on my drawing guide and edit my drawing guide. I want to turn the grid size all the way up to max, so I just have one drawing guide in the middle vertically and one in the middle horizontally. I've gone ahead and I've created a diamond layout guide for myself, and I've just created this with a default Procreate pencil brush, the dusky brush, and I demonstrate how to do this in a lot of my other videos on my channel. I've also gone ahead and briefly just sketched in a floral doodle. This is going to be my guide to create my floral doodle, and it's nothing great. I've just used circles where I want to place the flowers and just basic leaf shapes. I've tried to keep it as much as possible within the inside of the diamond layout, but I now need to go ahead and quickly test this to see if it will actually repeat out okay. So I'll first just hide my diamond layout guide, and on this same sketch layer, I'll just make one mark in the top left corner and one mark in the bottom right corner. This makes sure that Procreate selects the entire canvas because that is what I want to copy and move. Then I'll simply swipe to the left and create 4 more copies of that layer. I'll hide the original and the top 3, making sure I've only have one layer selected. I'll tap on my arrow tool. I'll make sure that magnetics and snapping are both turned on, and distance and velocity are set to max. Then I'm simply going to drag this up until it snaps to the middle, and you can see the orange lines appear there. And then I'll drag it over to the left until it snaps in place and deselect. I'll come back and hide that layer, make the next layer visible. This time I'm going to drag up to the middle and over to the right and deselect. Now the reason I only have one layer visible at a time is because it makes it much easier for Procreate to snap to the drawing guides when I start moving the canvas. I'll select the next layer, tap on the arrow tool. This time I'll move it down and over to the left. I'll hide that layer, make the last layer visible and drag it down and over to the right. So now when I make those 4 layers visible, you can see I've placed a copy into each of the corners. I'll simply swipe those together and erase those marks that I made in the middle. I don't need them at the moment. Then I'll show my original layer. Now I want to see which is my original layer and which are my copies in the corners. So on the layer where I have the copies in the corner, I'll tap once on that and I'll tap invert. And what that does is it inverts the color. So now I know that the blue-green color are my copies and red is the original layer that I created. So if I want to make any adjustments, I need to make it on the red layer. And you can see here this leaf is kind of too close, so I might make sure I'm on my red layer, get my eraser brush and erase that out, come back and just maybe make that leaf a little bit smaller, and that'll fix that up there too. And apart from that, I think we're looking okay. So I'll delete those copies that I made, and I know now that this is the sketch layer that I will follow. Now I'm going to start inking in my design. So first I'll create a layer at the bottom, and this is going to be my background layer. And for this, I might choose this kind of mid-blue color. So I'll drag that in onto my background. I'll create a new layer above that. And on my sketch layer, I'm going to tap the N and I'm going to choose multiply blend mode and reduce the opacity of that a little bit. What multiply blend mode does is that on all the layers that I create underneath my sketch layer, this sketch will always show through. So it's always going to be a guide for me. I'm going to now start inking in, drawing in my main flowers. So for this, I'll choose possibly this off-white color, making sure I'm on that new layer. Come over to my brushes library and I'll choose the pastels category and the Ravenswood brush. Might make my brush size a little bit bigger. And I'm simply going to draw some kind of flower shape. Nothing fancy. Just a simple basic flower shape. Making sure that I keep within my sketch guide, and I'll do that again on this outline and one more time on this outline. So you can see I'm not being too precious about it, just kind of making marks. I might now place the centers of the flowers on another layer, and I'll choose this yellow color. And with the same brush, I'm simply going to make the center part of the flower. Now what I'd like to do is ink in my stems and the veins of the leaves. So I want this to appear beneath the flowers. So I'll tap on my background layer and create a new layer above that. And I might choose this kind of teal color. I'll reduce the size of my brush a little bit, and I'm simply going to, it wasn't quite good, follow as much as possible my sketch layer. Now, your sketch is there as a guide for you, so you don't have to be too perfect with it, but it's just giving you an outline and a guide to follow, just to make it a little bit easier for yourself. So those are my stems and the veins of my leaves. I'm now going to fill in my leaves. So I'll come back and choose this light blue color, and I want these to be below the stems. So I'll tap on my background and choose a new layer above that. And just the same process, I'm merely going to make some leaf shapes. And these are nothing fantastic, just basically two arcs creating a basic leaf shape. And then I fill them in. So sometimes you don't have to be too perfect with your art, especially when you're in the process at the stage of learning how to create patterns. Just have a bit of fun with your art. It's more about the process of learning how to create the pattern. And you can see I left that vein of the leaf out, so I'll go back to that layer, choose that color again, and just add that in there. So if I come back now and hide my sketch layer, oh, you can see I've missed one leaf out there, so I'll simply add that in. I'll just turn my sketch layer back on. So this is the basic shape of our doodle. Like I did with the sketch, we need to make copies of this and place a copy in each of the corners. So we'll do the same process that we did for the sketch. First, I'm going to group all of these layers together so that they're all in one group together. Then I'm going to swipe to the left and make a copy of that. I'm going to tap on the layer thumbnail and choose flatten. Now I'm only doing this so I can test to see if the pattern is actually working okay. I'll hide my original group. Then I'll make 3 more copies of this layer. Hide the top 3, select the bottom layer, select my arrow tool, make sure snapping and magnetics are on, and as we did before, I'm going to drag it up to the middle and over to the left. Hide that, select the next layer, drag it up to the middle and over to the right this time. Hide that, select the next layer, drag it down to the middle and over to the left. Hide that, select the last layer, drag this down to the middle and over to the right. So now when I show all of those layers, you can see there's a copy in each of the 4 corners. So I'm going to merge all of those together. I still need my original copy in the middle, so I'm going to hide those that I've just moved, show my original group and make another copy of that, hide the original. With this copy that I've just made, I'm going to open the group. I don't actually need the background because we have that already in the layer above. So I'm going to swipe left and delete that. Now I'm going to flatten that and drag this above the layers that we created before. And when I show that, now you can see everything is showing. I'm simply now going to pinch those 2 layers together, and this is basically our repeat tile, everything on one layer at the moment. This is what we would use to create the pattern. This is what is taken and repeated around your canvas. But we need to test to see if this is going to repeat okay. And to do that, I'll make 4 more copies of this. I'll hide the original. I'll select the 4 copies that I made. I want to now reduce the size of all of these copies just so that they fit exactly into the top left quadrant. And there's an easy way to do that in Procreate. With those all selected, I'll tap on my arrow tool and you'll see Procreate has selected the entire canvas and placed blue circles in each corner and at the midway points of the canvas. If I tap on the top left corner one, it will open up the dimensions window and it tells me that my current canvas is 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels. There's a blue chain link icon in the middle and that tells me that the height and the width are linked together. So if I change the dimensions of the width, the height will change accordingly. To get all of these into the top left corner, I just need to halve the dimension that is showing me there. So I just need to type in 1500 and Procreate will instantly scale all of those copies down into the top left corner. I'll tap on the window to deselect and tap on the arrow to deselect that. Come back to my layers, tap on the bottom layer, tap on my arrow tool, and I want to move this over to the right until it snaps to the right edge and down to the bottom until it snaps to the bottom edge, and deselect. Come back and select my next layer. This time I'm simply going to drag it over to the right until it snaps to the right edge. Select the next layer, and this time I'll simply drag this down to the bottom until it snaps to the bottom edge. Now I need to zoom all the way in and check along all the seams to make sure that there are no white gaps and that there are no misalignments. This is how we check to see that our pattern is repeating perfectly well. So we look good on the vertical. Let's now go and check along the horizontal. So zooming all the way in, and this is why I also show the drawing guides, because it indicates to me where I must check along the seam. And we're looking good. So this is now our pattern that we know repeats perfectly. We can take this a step further and we can reduce the size of this again by following the same procedure. So I'll come back to the layers panel. I'll merge all of those layers together and I'll swipe to the left and create 4 more copies of this. I'll hide the original, select all of the copies, tap on the arrow tool, tap on the blue node, enter in 1500, deselect, come back to the layers, select my lower layer, move it over to the right and down to the bottom, select the next one, move it over to the right and select the next one and move that down to the bottom. So this is now our seamless repeat pattern. And this is how you can take a simple doodle and make a perfect seamless repeat pattern from it. And if you want to learn how to take your doodles and make them into seamless repeat patterns, then watch these videos next where I'll show you how to do that. But remember, have fun and don't sweat the pixels. I'll catch you on the next one.